Once that feels good and you can do 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 15 pretty comfortably, try to move on to this movement. Then I'm going to do an exercise that I call a Tick-tock. Hi, I'm Dr. DeMarco, chiropractor and owner of OcraMed Health. Today's video, we're going to focus in on exercises to strengthen the midsection, the abdominal area, okay? Before we get into it, I just want to make mention that, if you've been watching videos on my channel and you're enjoying the content, please take a moment right now, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. When a new video comes out, you'll get notified. Also, at the end of the video, if you enjoyed what I go over today, please give the video a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it, okay? So, as many of you know from watching my channel, I'm a big believer in doing a lot of ab work, especially for people as you get older. It's such an important aspect, important area of the body to work to prevent injuries, in particular to prevent back injuries by keeping the abdominal region, the midsection, and the core really strong, okay? And as many of you know from watching, I've mentioned in the past that I actually do ab work every day. I try to do some type of variation of ab work every day. One of my favorite ways of working abs is to do hanging ab work. I feel when you do hanging ab work, it's a very safe way to work your abs, but it also allows you to work the entire midsection, not just the rectus abdominis that people always talk about regarding like a six-pack, but also just to get in on the obliques, the serratus, this whole area through here, which is also so important to keep strong. When you do hanging ab work, you can engage all those various parts of the midsection, okay? So I'm gonna go over some various exercises that you can do from from a bar, doing hanging ab work. Everything I'm gonna show you today, you're gonna notice I'm doing everything with my legs straight. However, if you're new at it and you're a beginner at doing some hanging ab work, everything I show you today, you can do it with your knees bent. The more you bend the knees, the easier you can make the exercise. So bend your knees as much as you need to, and with the goal being that slowly try over time to straighten out your legs more and more until you can do it straight also. So let's get right to the ab work. Okay, so we're starting with just some isometric holds. So this is just an isometric hold contracting all the musculature of the midsection from a dead hang. I'm just lifting the legs just enough to hold the contraction. I'm going to hold it for 30 seconds and try to perform this 3 times. Once I can do that pretty comfortably 3 times for 30 seconds, now I'm going to come up to 90, bend the hips at 90 degrees, and I'm going to hold this for 30 seconds, and I'm going to try to work up to 3 times for 30 seconds. Then we're going to add in some isometric holds for the obliques. I'm going to hold out to one side. I'm going to try to go 30 seconds, 3 times on the left, and 30 seconds, 3 times on the right. These isometric holds are a great way of engaging the musculature, and it's a great workout just holding these isometric positions. Then I'm going to do an exercise that I call a Tick-tock. I'm going to try to keep my upper body straight, my elbows straight, and I'm just going to contract the obliques just enough to kind of jack the hip up on each side, as you can see here. This is a great exercise. It's not a big movement. It's kind of a subtle movement, as you can see here. I'm not moving a whole lot, but it's a tremendous contraction on the obliques to perform this exercise. I try to go 20 repetitions, so 10 on each side. Try to perform 3 sets. And then we're going to move to just some regular, what we call leg raises, or some people call toes to bar. The key on this is to not turn this into a crazy swinging exercise. Of course, you're always going to swing a little bit, but I make a big effort to try to keep this under control. I lower the legs slowly, and I bring them up slowly. I don't want to just start swinging like crazy and flapping my legs up and down. That's not a good way to work the abdominal area. I try to keep this movement under control. Once that feels good and you can do 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 15 pretty comfortably, try to move on to this movement where I bend my hips to 90 degrees and then perform the toe raise. So right here, go to 90, come down, and then bring the toes all the way up. Come to 90, come down, and then bring it all the way up. That's 1 rep. So I would try to perform 3 sets of 10 repetitions. So the legs come up, they come down, and then they come up, and that would be a 1 count. So 3 sets, 10 repetitions of this exercise. Next, we're going to perform the leg raise with a twist. So a little more of a challenge here. As I come up, you're going to try to touch the toes to the outside of the hand. Once again, the main thing on this exercise is keep it under control. You know, you don't want to just start coming up and then let your body weight come flying down. You know, if you notice here, as I come up and as I lower, I really make an effort to make sure I'm nice and straight before I come up onto the other side. So I'm trying to make a big effort to keep it under control. And then this last movement is just a leg raise and you come up in a straddle position. You know, why are we doing it like this? Well, I'll tell you, when you do this motion, give it a try. You'll feel you engage some different muscles of the abdomen to do this in a straddle position. It's actually kind of a cool exercise. It really engages some different muscle fibers than you get on a regular leg raise or a regular what we call toes to bar. All right, so I hope you enjoyed those exercises. Start adding some of those exercises into your weekly ab work, and I think you'll notice a big improvement in your abdominal development with them, okay? So best of luck. Hey, when you have a moment, visit my website, www.OcraMedHealth.com. We have a full line of fascia release products. We have some exercise equipment. A new SRI 3.0 massage gun is available, and it's in stock. So when you have a second, check it all out. If you'd like to help support my page, visit me on Patreon. We have a Patreon page set up. Really appreciate any support that we can get on Patreon. You know, if you've been enjoying these videos, please subscribe to my channel, OcraMed Health on YouTube. Questions about exercises or injuries, just leave a comment in the comment section below. I do the best I can to get back to everybody. And don't forget, OcraMed Health is here to keep you fit forever.